So you have a house to sell and you want to know what are the best 5 tips. God dang it. 5 tips to sell your house. I've got them for you here in just a minute. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, my name is Stacy Hesser and I'm a licensed realtor here in the state of Oklahoma, serving the southern portion of the state along the I-35 corridor. These include communities like Davis, Sulphur, Ardmore, Marietta. So you have a house to sell and you need to know what it's going to take to actually sell your house. Well, I've got 5 tips to go through with you to talk about that because they're really pretty basic tips, and honestly they're not going to be things that are going to really cost you a whole lot of money, but they also might be things you need to consider too. First things first, you've got to have good pictures. Your very first impression is going to be what's out there on the internet. To ensure that you're going to make the best first impression, you've got to have really good pictures. I also recommend having a lot of pictures. Right now our MLS, our multiple listing service that we use to actually list homes and blow it out to the internet, it allows us to post 36 pictures. So if you have a realtor that's only wanting to do like 10, you want to maximize the exposure of your house and have as many pictures as possible. Now this doesn't necessarily mean having bad pictures or pictures with bad lighting. You really want to make sure that you're investing a little bit of time to make sure that you're presenting your house in the best light. And I chose that word purposefully because light is everything when you're actually trying to take pictures of your home. So anyways, the number 2 thing that's going to give them the next impression is your curb appeal. So as people drive up to the house, you again want to present your house in the best light possible. And you want to make sure that all of your landscaping's good and clean, that maybe you've got a little bit of welcoming patio furniture out, anything to just kind of spruce things up and make things look warm and welcoming and really just entice somebody to say, hey, you should live here. Look at this patio living. It looks gorgeous. Again, that's a first impression as they're actually coming for an in-person visit. Number 3, get rid of that honey-do list. So all of those little chores that you might have been putting off, now's the time to get through it. So little things can actually put off buyers. You'd actually be pretty surprised by this. So maybe you have some broken light switch plates in the house. Maybe you've got some light bulbs that have burned out. These are all pretty easy fixes that you can just go around your house and actually make sure that things are in the best working order, that you can do it with the budget that you have. So again, a lot of fixes can actually be pretty inexpensive. Some are even free because some of them are just simply cleaning things out, like making sure your gutters are clean, make sure your baseboards along the floor are all wiped off and clean. These are all things that will actually help you in selling your house. Number 4, what does your house smell like? You need to make sure that your house is going to pass the sniff test. So again, it's another slightly overlooked problem that some people might not consider, but you need to make sure that as somebody walks into your house that they're not accosted with some smelly things. So again, invest in a really good, I would go ahead and check into hiring a professional carpet cleaner. Might be worth your time to get that done, especially if you have animals. I highly recommend that. You also want to make sure that all of your, any of your tile work or anything like that, make sure it's freshly mopped and cleaned before you go through and actually have your pictures taken and stuff. All of this, again, is really going to help you. Number 5 is another easy one. It's just simply to depersonalize and declutter. So again, you want to make sure that your spaces are looking as open as possible and as inviting as possible. Sometimes it's hard for people to visualize living in your house if there's a bunch of personal pictures or family pictures around. So we all love grandma, but you might want to go ahead and prepare your packing for selling your house and start getting rid of all of those personalized items that are around. You want to make sure that that buyer, again, can visualize themselves actually living in the house. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you're having a good one, and I'll catch you later. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, if I've missed anything that you found important, please comment below. So until the next time, bye. Get rid of your house. I don't like get rid of your house. The number 2 thing that's going to give you return on. No, I don't like any of this. Okay.